Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily English Lab podcast. Do you want to learn English, but every time you open a book, an app, or a video, your mind just goes blank? Do you feel completely lost, like you're standing at the bottom of a huge mountain with no idea how to even take the first step? Does it feel like everyone else is speeding past while you're just standing still, feeling totally overwhelmed? If that sounds like you, just take a deep breath. I promise what you're feeling is completely normal. So many people feel that exact same way when they start. But I've got some really good news. You don't have to climb the whole mountain today. You don't have to learn everything all at once. The secret is to start small, because small steps make big changes. In this video, I'm not going to throw a long list of grammar rules at you or ask you to memorize 1,000 words. Nope, I'm just going to be your friendly guide. I'll speak slowly, use easy words, and show you the very first simple steps to start learning English. And later, we'll do a simple and powerful exercise together that will get you speaking right away. So, are you ready? Let's start this journey together. Section 1. The Promise. Why this video is different. Before we take our first step, I want to make you a promise. This video is different. Why? Because I get it. Your biggest problem isn't that you're bad at languages or not smart enough. Your biggest problem is that feeling of being completely overwhelmed. It feels like you're lost in the middle of the ocean, right? Every wave is a new word, a new rule, a new sound, and you just feel like you're about to sink. My promise is that this video will be your lifeboat. It's a small, safe place where you can catch your breath. We're not going to ignore the big, stormy ocean for now. Instead, we're going to focus on just one thing at a time. We'll move slowly, much more slowly than other lessons. We'll repeat things. We'll make sure you feel good about one small piece before we even look at the next. Think of it like building a house. You can't start with the roof, right? You have to start with a solid foundation. Today, we're not building the whole house. We're just going to lay the first, most important stone, and then another, and another. Each step will be small and easy, but together, they'll build something strong and beautiful. This isn't a race. There's no finish line today. The only goal is to start and to take that first step with confidence. And I'll be right here with you, showing you that you can do this. You just need to start slow and be kind to yourself. So, let's leave that overwhelmed feeling behind. Let's forget about what you think you should know and focus on our very first step. Ready? Let's begin. Section 2. The first step. The power of your ears. Our first and most important step on this English journey has nothing to do with speaking or grammar books. It has everything to do with your ears. The first and most important thing any beginner should do is simply start by listening. Subsection 2.1. Why listening is your secret weapon. Well, think about a baby. How does a baby learn to talk? Do they study grammar rules or read books? Of course not. For the first year or two, a baby just listens. They listen to their parents, to the world around them. All those sounds, rhythms, and patterns of the language soak into their brain day after day. And then one day, they say their first word. Now, learning as an adult isn't exactly the same, but the principle is incredibly powerful. You have to get the sounds of English into your brain before you can expect your mouth to make them correctly. Listening builds a map of the language in your mind. You start to feel the music of English because every language has its own unique rhythm. A lot of beginners are afraid to listen because they think, but I won't understand anything. And you know what? That's okay. In the beginning, your goal isn't to understand, it's simply to hear. Let the sounds wash over you. It's like listening to a song in a language you don't know. You might not get the words, but you can feel the emotion and enjoy the music. That's what we're doing with English. We're getting your brain comfortable with the sounds. This is your secret weapon. It's the most gentle and effective way to begin. So, what should you listen to? Anything that's simple, slow, and hopefully fun. The goal is to make this a daily habit, so you should pick something you actually like. Here's a list of ideas. Don't feel like you have to do them all. Just pick one or two that sound good to you. 1. English songs for children. This is a fantastic place to start. Nursery rhymes are simple, repetitive, and catchy, which helps you remember words. Just search online for English nursery rhymes or simple English songs for kids. They're great for just 5 or 10 minutes a day. 2. Cartoons for very young children. Shows made for toddlers are perfect. The characters talk slowly and clearly, and the sentences are short. Plus, they're so visual that you can understand what's happening even if you don't know the words. 3. Podcasts for English beginners. There are lots of podcasts made just for learners. The hosts speak slowly and use simple words. Look for Slow English for Beginners podcast or A1 English Listening. They're great for just 5 or 10 minutes a day. 4. Audiobooks for children. Listening to a simple storybook can be very relaxing. You can often find videos of people reading children's books out loud so you see the pictures and hear the story at the same time. 5. Your own life. This is a really powerful one. Look around your room. Point to an object, like a chair. Find the word for it in English, chair. Listen to how an app or online dictionary says it. Repeat that sound. Do this with 5 things in your room every day. You're connecting English to your real world. The most important thing is to choose something you won't get tired of. Consistency is everything. 10 or 15 minutes of listening every day is so much better than 2 hours once a week. Try to make it part of your routine, like when you're making breakfast, taking a walk, or right before you go to sleep. So, what's the most important thing you need to remember from this section? Start by listening, even if you don't understand anything. Listen to something simple every day. Let the sounds of English go into your brain. Build that listening foundation. And don't worry about speaking just yet.
So you know why and what to listen to. But how should you listen? There are 2 ways, and both are important. Passive listening is when you just have English on in the background while you're doing other things, cooking, cleaning, whatever. You aren't trying hard to understand. You're just letting the rhythm of the language soak in without any stress. You should do this as much as you can. Active listening is when you focus. For just 5 or 10 minutes, you sit down with one short piece of audio, maybe 30 seconds of a song, or a couple of sentences from a podcast. You listen once, then listen again and again. Maybe you try to write down a word you recognize. This is more focused practice. Here's a simple plan. Try for 15 minutes of passive listening every day, and just 5 minutes of active listening every day. That's it. That's your first step. Not so scary, right? You're just using your ears and building that foundation, one stone at a time. Be patient with yourself. You're planting a tree. It won't grow in a day, but if you water it a little bit every day, it will grow strong. Section 3. The second step. Building your world of words. Okay, you've started listening and your brain is getting used to the music of English. Now it's time for our second step. Collecting the building blocks of the language, words. It's time to build your vocabulary. When you think of learning vocabulary, you probably imagine a giant, scary dictionary. Let's just push that image out of your mind. We're going to do this the slow, easy, and powerful way. Our magic number is 5. The second step is to learn just 5 new words a day. Subsection 3.1. The magic of 5 words a day. Why only 5? Because 5 is small. 5 is achievable. 5 is not scary. If you try to learn 50 words in one day, you might do it once, but then you'll feel exhausted and probably quit. But 5 words, you can do that. Anyone can. And think about the math here. 5 new words a day is 35 words in a week. That's about 150 words in a month. In a year, that's over 1,800 words. With that many words, you can understand and say a lot in English. It all starts with just 5 a day. This is exactly what we mean by small steps make big changes. The secret is consistency. Every day, you'll meet 5 new English friends. Your job is just to get to know them. Quality is so much more important than quantity. It's better to know 5 words really well than to know 50 words just a little bit. So, what words should you learn? You should start with words that are useful to you, words about your life and your feelings. But for now, let's learn 5 of the most important words in any language together. I'll say the word slowly, you listen, and then you try to say it. Our first word is hello. Listen again. Hello. It has 2 parts, with the stress on the second part. Hello. This is a greeting you use when you meet someone. Now you try. Say it out loud. Hello. Again. Hello. Great job. Our second word is thank you. Listen carefully. Thank you. The th sound can be tricky. You just need to put your tongue between your teeth. Thank. You say this when someone helps you or gives you something. Let's say it together. Thank you. Slowly again. Thank you. Wonderful. Our third word is please. Listen to the sound. Please. It has a long E sound in the middle. You use this to be polite when you ask for something. Let's practice. Please. Again. Please. Excellent. Our fourth word is goodbye. Listen again. Goodbye. Just like hello, the stress is on the second part. Goodbye. This is what you say when you're leaving. Your turn. Let's say it. Goodbye. Again. Goodbye. Perfect. And our fifth word for today is yes. This one's short and easy. Listen. Yes. It ends with a S sound, like a snake. It means you agree or that the answer to the question is positive. Let's say it. Yes. And again, yes. You did it. You just learned your first 5 English words. Hello, thank you, please, goodbye, and yes. You've officially started building your world of words. Subsection 3.3. Your next 5 words, the basics of conversation. Let's keep the momentum going and learn 5 more. These will help you in simple conversations. Same method. Listen, understand, and repeat. Next up is no, the opposite of yes. Listen, no, a simple short sound. It means you disagree or that the answer is negative. Let's practice. No. Again. No. Very good. Next word, sorry. Listen carefully. Sar-re. The stress is on the first part. Sorry. You say this when you make a mistake or want to apologize. Your turn. Say it with me. Sorry. Again. Sorry. Excellent. Our next word is I. Just one letter, but a super important word. Listen. I. It sounds just like eye, the part of your body you see with. It means you, the person speaking. As in, I am learning English. Let's practice.
I. Again, I. Perfect. Our next word is you. Listen to the sound. You. It sounds just like the letter U. It means the person you're talking to. As in, how are you? Let's say it together. You. Again, you. Wonderful! And our final word for this section is English, the name of the language you're learning. Listen. Ing-lish. The stress is on the first part, English. It's the language we're learning together right now. Let's practice. English. Again. English. Fantastic! You've now learned 10 words. Hello, thank you, please, goodbye, yes, no, sorry, I, you, and English. That's a huge achievement. Subsection 3.4. How to remember your new words. Learning the words is part 1. Remembering them is part 2. How do you make sure these new words stick around? Here are a few simple tricks. Get an English notebook. Dedicate a special notebook just for your English words. Every day, write down your 5 new words with the meaning in your own language. Use flashcards. Make your own flashcards. English word on one side, your language or a drawing on the other. Carry them with you and test yourself during the day. Stick notes around your house. This is a fun one. If you learn the word door, write door on a sticky note and put it on your actual door. Every time you see it, you'll see the word. Say them out loud. Don't just read your words, say them. The physical act of making the sound helps lock it in your memory. And review, review, review. This is the most important trick of all. Before you learn your 5 new words, quickly review yesterday's words. At the end of the week, review all 35. This repetition is key to moving words into your long-term memory. That's our second step, a slow, steady, and powerful way to build your vocabulary. Enjoy the process of meeting your 5 new word friends every day. Chapter 4. The third step, your golden ticket to fluency. We've taken 2 big steps. You're listening and you're learning new words every day. Now, for the third step. This one isn't something you do, it's something you think. It's a change in your mindset, and it might be the most important step of all. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. In fact, I want you to learn to love your mistakes. Subsection 4.1. Why mistakes are your best friend. In school, we're taught that mistakes are bad. A red mark on a test means you failed. But when you're learning a language, that idea is your biggest enemy. It creates fear, and fear stops you from trying, from speaking, and from growing. We have to change how we see mistakes. In language learning, a mistake isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign that you're trying. It's proof that you're learning. Every single mistake is a golden ticket, an opportunity that shows you exactly what you need to work on. Imagine you try to say, I have 2 dogs. Someone might gently correct you, oh, you have 2 dogs. Boom! You just learned something incredibly important, that you often add an S for plurals. That mistake wasn't a failure, it was a free lesson. You wouldn't have gotten that lesson if you were too afraid to speak. Think about the best athletes. Do they succeed every time? No. A basketball player misses lots of shots, but they learn from every single miss. That's how they get better. Your English mistakes are your practice shots. They aren't there to hurt you, they're there to teach you. Subsection 4.2. changing your mind about mistakes. So, how do we actually learn to embrace our mistakes? Here are a few ideas. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. Say this to yourself right now, out loud. It is okay to make mistakes. My goal is communication, not perfection. Perfection is impossible anyway. The goal is just to be understood. And you can be understood even with mistakes. Celebrate your mistakes. This sounds a little crazy, but it works. When you make a mistake and someone corrects you, don't feel embarrassed, feel happy. You can even say, "Thank you," in your head. You just got a free English lesson that got you one step closer to your goal. You wouldn't have gotten that lesson if you were too afraid to speak. Find a safe place to practice. Find a place where you feel comfortable messing up. This could be with a patient teacher, a friend, or even just by yourself. Recording your voice on your phone for 1 minute a day is a great way to practice without any fear of judgment. And finally, focus on what you did right. After you try to speak, don't just focus on what went wrong. First, think about what you did right. Did you use a new word? Awesome! Did you try to speak even though you were nervous? That's a huge victory. Celebrate your successes no matter how small.
Remember, every person you hear speaking fluent English was once a beginner who made thousands of mistakes. They're fluent because of their mistakes, not in spite of them. Mistakes are the path. So please, be brave. Open your mouth. Try to use your new words. You will make mistakes, it's guaranteed. And it's wonderful, because it means you're on your way. Section 5. The powerful speaking exercise, shadowing. We've arrived at a really exciting part of our journey. You're listening, you're learning words, and you've got the right mindset. Now, it's time to connect all of it and actually start speaking. You might be thinking, but I don't know how to make sentences yet. That's okay. For this exercise, you don't need to create anything. You just need to copy. The exercise is called shadowing, and it's simple, powerful, and something you can start doing right now. Subsection 5.1. What is shadowing? The echo method. So, what is shadowing? Imagine you're in the mountains and you shout, "Hello!" A few seconds later, you hear your own voice echo back, "Hello!" Shadowing is just like being your own echo. The technique is incredibly simple. 1. You listen to a short piece of English. 2. You immediately try to repeat it out loud. You're not waiting or thinking too hard. You're not translating. You are simply copying the sounds you hear, just like an echo. You're trying to copy the pronunciation, the rhythm, and the music of the sentence. You're becoming a shadow of the speaker. Subsection 5.2. Why does shadowing work so well? This simple exercise is amazing for beginners for a few key reasons. 1. It's a workout for your mouth. The sounds in English might be different from your native language. Shadowing is like taking your mouth to the gym. You're building muscle memory so that making English sounds becomes easier and more natural. 2. It improves your pronunciation. You're not guessing how a word sounds. You're copying a native speaker directly. You start to notice the little details, like which word is stressed or how words connect together. This is how you start to sound more natural. 3. It builds confidence. The biggest fear for beginners is just opening their mouths to speak. Shadowing helps you get over that fear in a safe way. You're speaking, but without the pressure of coming up with your own sentences. 4. It connects listening and speaking. Shadowing builds a strong bridge between your ears and your mouth. It trains your brain to process sounds and immediately turn them into speech, a crucial skill for real conversations. Shadowing is an active, fun way to learn that gets you doing something with the language, not just studying it. Section 6. Let's practice shadowing together. Ready to try? We're going to do a quick shadowing session right now. Remember the rules. Listen carefully and repeat right after me. Don't worry about being perfect. Just give it a try. Let's start slow. Subsection 6.1. Warm-up. Simple words. I'll say it. You be my echo. Ready? Hello. Thank you. Please. English. Wonderful. See? That's shadowing. You're already doing it. Now, let's try some short phrases. Subsection 6.2. Practice round 1. Basic greetings. I'll say a short phrase. Repeat it right after me. Try to copy the music of my voice. Let's go. Hello. How are you? I am fine, thank you. Nice to meet you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Excellent. You're doing a fantastic job. It feels good to speak English, doesn't it? Let's try some full sentences. Subsection 6.3. Practice round 2. Simple sentences. These are a bit longer. Don't worry. Just focus on repeating the sounds. If you can only say the last few words, that's fine. The important thing is to try. Ready? I am learning English. Pause for you to repeat. I practice every day. Pause for you to repeat. I like to listen to music. Pause for you to repeat. My name is blank. Say your own name here. Pause for you to repeat. It is nice to practice with you. Pause for you to repeat. You are doing so well. This is how you build the confidence to speak. Now, for our final round, let's try a mini conversation. Subsection 6.4. Practice round 3. A mini conversation. I'll play two people, person A and person B. First, I'll say person A's line, and you repeat it. Then, I'll say person B's line, and you repeat that. It's like we're in a little play. Ready? Person A. Hello. Pause for you to repeat. Person B. Hello. How are you? Pause for you to repeat. Person A. I am fine. Thank you. And you? Pause for you to repeat.
Person B, I am fine too. Thank you. Pause for you to repeat. Person A, goodbye. Pause for you to repeat. Person B, goodbye. Have a nice day. Pause for you to repeat. That's it. You just took part in an English conversation. You listened, you spoke, you should feel really proud. That's a huge step. You can do this shadowing exercise with any audio you like. Just take a tiny part, 1 or 2 sentences, and practice it over and over. 5 minutes of shadowing a day can make a massive difference. And that's our guide for today. But really, this is just the beginning of your English learning journey. Let's quickly look back at the simple path we laid out. First, we promised to start slow and be kind to ourselves, leaving that overwhelmed feeling behind. Then, we took our first step, listening. We started letting the sounds of English in to build our foundation. Our second step was to learn 5 new words a day, seeing how small, steady steps lead to big results. Our third, and maybe most important step, was changing our mindset to see that mistakes are our best friends, not our enemies. And finally, we put it all together with shadowing, using our ears and mouths to start speaking today in a safe and confident way. You see? You're not lost anymore. You're not at the bottom of the mountain wondering what to do. You now have a path. You have the first few steps. You have a map. The most important thing you can do now is just continue. The real secret to learning English isn't some special trick. It's consistency. It's doing a little bit every day. Today, you watched this video. You already started. You took a huge step. So please, be proud of that. There will be easy days and hard days. On the hard days, just remember to be kind to yourself. Maybe you only listen to 1 song or review 1 word. That's okay. The goal is to never have a 0 day. Any small action keeps you moving forward. You can do this. I truly believe that. You have the ability, the tools, and now you have a plan. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found this video helpful, if you feel a little less lost and a little more hopeful, please do a few things for me. First, click the like button. That lets me know that this slow and simple method is actually helping you. Second, please share this video with a friend or family member who's also feeling lost on their English journey. You can support each other. And finally, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'll be making many more videos just like this one, with slow steps, more vocabulary, and more practice to help you along the way. Remember, learning English is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, be consistent, and be kind to yourself. You've already started. Now, just keep going. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.